What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about how I created the 50 Vernon Davis cheat. And pretty much I'm going to give you guys all the steps. You can see the 22 notifications popping up because I did have to invest in 22 of the 82 fresh players. I'm going to point out a few things that you guys need to know in order to keep your real money in your pockets and not put it in EA's pockets. So pretty much what goes on is this, right guys? You have an exchange set within the 50. I've spoken to you guys about it before, right? You have ways that you can make the 82 overall players because I warned you way before people started to invest in 81 overall fresh players that EA would eventually raise the overalls, because if they keep it that way, many people would stockpile it. Just on schedule last week with the other three, they raised the overalls to 92. They will continue to do this to make as much money as possible. So just be careful with the way that you stack the cards, because you always are going to pretty much lose with the sets that they give you. So if you double stack with 81s, you got to put in 2 to get an 82, but they're both around the same rates in most cases. So this set doesn't make much sense. So this is where you would have to have waited for the new exchange set to use the 1175 to 79 gold players to get it. This is what I use to make some of them. Now, if you guys want to go this route, there are a lot of cheap 75 overalls, but it is very time consuming. So I like to let you guys know that because I am respectful of your time. I don't want you sitting around unless you have an allotted amount of time to just sit there and lurk. It was very time consuming for me. I don't recommend that you do it. But if you do want to just like save every single penny, which I try to do, you're going to have to make time for it. All right. So that was one of the ways that I made some of the players. Then after I got a certain amount, I had enough coins. I said, you know what? I'm going to just buy the other ones for like 20K a pop. And I was able to get the other ones for like 20K a pop. And that's the way that I went along with that. I am going to point out also, inside of the challenges, if you've been doing the weekly 50 challenges, you are going to have the opportunity to go ahead and get more of these players. So look, pretty much week 3 and week 4, I didn't even do the week 3 ones, right? Because I wasn't even really interested in any of these players, so I didn't do it. I eventually got the Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, whatever, but I didn't do that one. Now week 4 is here with Vernon Davis, who I am interested in. We have Patrick Willis and Antonio Cromartie. All right, so these weekly challenges are going to be integral in making sure that you get some of these players for free down the line. I've gone over that as well. Right now, with the way this threshold is, it looks like I would get a Nat Fresh player from week 3, this one right here, because we have about 12, right? So I would probably be, where am I at right now? I got to see where I am right now, but it looks like we'll be able to get at least 1 or 2 of these players right now from completing those 12 challenges. Because right now I'm at 22, so 6 and 6 is 12. That'll bring us to about 34. So we'll be able to get at least 1. You'll see that at 52 stars, you're going to get a Nat stack player, from weeks 1 through 7. I don't know if it's going to be a choice of every one of them. It looks like it'll just be one randomly. It will be a Nat, but it will be free. Once we get to that point, I will make sure that you guys are very informed about what's going on with that, so you can take advantage of getting that free player. Now that we've seen what's going on, I'm going to go back to that and do that later. I also have to do my weekly Team of the Week challenge. I don't believe that I did week 5 yet, so I'm gonna have to jump on that and make sure I get that week 5. I've already done all my Legends challenges for the tokens. I've gone over that with you guys. Some of you guys are up to par, some of you guys are not. You need to get on it, because when they start giving out these free players, I would love for you guys that watch my videos to go ahead and get some of those free players. Now, we've gone over all of that. I'll show you guys inside my auctions and trades, just to let you guys see the type of bids that I put out, what exactly is going on. So these are the players. Do we have the recent ones? The newest? Do we have the newest or no? Okay, so yeah, we just got a whole bunch of Steve Hutchinson. You can see we got a couple 20K ones, 21 along those lines. You want to look for that type of average, because these power-ups are going to be expensive because they're not included with some of the previous power-ups that we got for free from doing the challenges. So people are going to be spending for these power-ups. So that's just giving you the insight into the way that I was able to go ahead and attack this, getting him for as cheap as possible. The set rate of going after each 82 player and lurking, it's going to be very, very cheap to do it that way. Utilizing those gold cards that I showed you in the exchange set, very, very time consuming. So I just stopped doing it after I got to a certain amount. Said, look, I'm buying it now. But if you want to go ahead and lurk those 75s, you will make a lot of coins. All right, but if your time is an issue, don't do it. Vernon Davis. here we go right now. We have all 32 of them. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go ahead and just put everything into his set. We're gonna get his power up. We're gonna do everything like that. And then you're gonna see that we also need to get training, all right, which is gonna be very, very important. Obviously, because EA Sports, they don't care about your problems. You now have to go ahead and invest in training. The good news is I wanna be able to see if he gets a secondary position, because if he gets a secondary position, that would work out for us beautifully, okay? Because we would be able to successfully get rid of Calico without having much issue. Now, some of you guys might say, what? Get rid of Calico? What do you mean by that? Well, pretty much what that means is I'm going to be utilizing this young man right here as a specific wide receiver out there. Does he get that box or no? Nope, he doesn't get the box. So we can't use him in the lineup and let him keep his 49er chems while doing that. So it looks like we're going to have to get rid of Jermichael Finley. Unfortunately, that's the only route we can go because, well, it's not the only route, but it's one of the ways that we're going to have to go because we no longer need Calico, okay? Because this guy's going to go to about a 93 speed with that actual, with the chems and the 49ers. So we're going to have to figure out what's going on with Jermichael Finley. I will get to that. But right now, it does seem like we need to go ahead. Oh, first of all, like I said before, we will no longer need Calico because Jimmy Graham and pretty much what we just got unlocked right there with Vernon Davis, they're gonna pretty much be the guys that we need. It's gonna be kind of weird though because we won't really have any good wide receivers. So I'm pretty much banking on the fact that I'm not going to be looking to burn anyone like deep over the top, utilizing a wide receiver other than like Andre Johnson or maybe power up Jerry Rice and get him all the way fully upgraded. I think Brandon Ayuk is pretty fast too. Let me just check that really quickly. Yeah, he goes to like a 92 speed. All right, so we have some players just to kind of keep you guys, informed of what's going on. Yeah, we do have players that we're going to be able to utilize with those aspects, but I will no longer need my outside receivers to really do anything because the outside receivers are going to be Jimmy Graham and Vernon Davis, all right? And currently we are at 50 of 50, so Jermichael Finley is going to have to either be like a backup dude that we don't share the chemistries with as far as what he has on him, or we're going to have to raid sell him. Like we have no other option in between. But like I said, my initial feeling about this, I wanted to go ahead and get rid of Tyrone Calico because I won't need him anymore. So let's go ahead and do that so I can explain to you. As you continue to upgrade your team and you get your team better to where you want it, you're going to have to make sacrifices. That's the nature of Madden Ultimate Team. You guys know I'm the king of raid cells. Some of you guys don't understand what's going on, but I adjust on a daily basis based on the way that EA Sports tunes their games. And they tune it, very, very poorly, in my opinion, with the way that they all of a sudden allow stuff to stop working. So we have to look at that and be able to assess, is our team still up to par with the way that EA Sports has just tuned the game? All right, and then we have to pay attention to that because if we do not, that creates another issue. Now, the bigger question that I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking, Gmia, what happens when Randy Moss comes out? You guys will see, if you are subscribed, once Randy Moss comes out, what will be our next move. But as of right now, we don't need Tyrone Calico. Okay, as of right now, we don't need him, so we can go ahead and do what we're doing right now because this benefits my team. For you guys, it might be different. You guys might want to keep that guy on your squad and see what he can do and keep working with him, whatever. That might be something that you guys want to do. For me, I have no use for him at this time. So when Randy Moss is released, we'll think about it. Okay, we'll say, you know what? All right, let's take a look at it. Let's see what he's doing. But there is no rush because we don't know when he's getting released. More than likely, probably, maybe later in the month or whatever, or probably harvest. Who knows, dude? It could be anywhere around that. But for the time being, we need to get rid of him. So somebody would probably go ahead and grab him that wanted him for a while to go ahead and utilize the speed that he carries. And that's it. So we get rid of him. Now we need more training, right? Even though we have 4,000, EA Sports is like, look, we charge more. Like, we came up with training because we want your coins. Okay, so find a way to get it. That's EA Sports' message to all of us. And we're like, all right, whatever, dude, we got to do what we got to do. We're going to go ahead now and find somebody that's suitable to actually utilize for that reasoning, right? So we're gonna go and we're gonna search some 90s. Let's see if we get something for like 100 and something change, like something cheap. We could probably use 3600. 141. Can we go cheaper than that? See what the legends are looking like. 141 is looking like the most. Okay, 124. That's perfect for me and where my budget is right now. That 90 overall is going to yield us 5,000 training, and then we're going to go ahead and complete Vernon Davis's card. I'm going to give you his numbers, and then I am going to figure out how we're going to maneuver whether Vernon Davis, I'm not Vernon Davis, Jermichael Finley has to be raid sold effective immediately, or how we're going to, move about that situation. All right, why didn't I raid sell him from the screen? I do not know. We're going to go to newest real quick, and he's going to get raid sold immediately. Junior Seau, we don't need your services. Good night. We're at 9,000 training, which should be more than enough for the lust and the greed of the training that EA requires. Now we're going to go over to upgrades, and we're going to go ahead and see what we have going on here. So, look, 2,500. Listen, dude, I already knew this was going on. I didn't even check anything, obviously, because, you guys just watched me complete the set. Like, 2,500 EA? Seriously? Like, bro, what are you doing? Using it in the Sims world? It's imaginary currency, dude. Like, you're really going to charge us 2,500. But again, it keeps them going with MUT. It keeps us spending, and that's pretty much what they're looking for. So we're going to go over here. We're going to look for the deep out ability, which he gets. We're going to throw that on him because he's going to be out there mossing dudes. And we're going to go with the 49ers, obviously, because he's going to be a guy that's going to get that chem. We're going to give him balanced O right now. All right, balanced O, because that's pretty much what we're looking to utilize right now. And ultimately, we have to give him sprinter. Oh, he unlocks sprinter ×2. Yeah, he is a 93. Oh, okay. But I don't know. Look, we got to see if we're going to actually... We're just going to stay with the 750 because EA is robbing us blind going any other route. Okay, so there we go. We got the sprinter. We're going to give him... we'll give him that with the 50... 50 card art there. And then what we're going to do right now is we are going to go into the lineup, and we're going to insert him into the lineup while not removing anything off of Vernon Davis right now. All right, that'll be a later time once I figure out what I want to do. I just wanted to go through with it, show you guys how I cheaply got him by using the gold sets, and then also purchasing a specific 92 overall to get the most out of it. So here we go right now. We're going to throw in Vernon Davis. All right. Now, I'm going to explain this to you. Okay, he goes to a 95. So Jimmy Graham, sit the bench right quick. Jimmy Graham, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, yeah, Jimmy Graham got to go ahead and sit this bench right fast. All right, so look, here we go, right? And remember, when you move somebody out of position, you see how Jimmy Graham's ability was removed? You have to always go back and insert it again. Just a, a pro tip to let you guys know what's going on. So Vernon Davis now is a 95 overall, okay? 93 speed, 82 strength, 80 run block, chemmed up. Very, very huge part, because now when I run the ball, I can run it either side, and we're going to get decent run blocking on the outsides. Let me bring up, a better screen to let you guys, see more in depth what's going on with him now that he's boosted properly. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. 93 speed. Okay, he gets the +4. He gets it from sprinter and also the theme team. 90 catch, 89 catch in traffic. Medium route running, 86. He doesn't get anywhere near the route running that you would need. I'm not really worried about medium routes though. I'm going to be going for streaks. 95 acceleration. Okay, guys, 93 speed, and the beautiful thing about his deep route running, 89. I would love to kind of boost that up one more, get to 90 and see what's up with him at tight end, but 89 is ridiculous for him anyway. But his acceleration being 95, he's going to burn a lot of people deep, and they won't even see it coming. All right, so that's what you're pretty much looking at right now. He makes your 49er theme team even that much more godlike. So it's going to encourage a lot more people to go after that theme team. If you were already almost there because you listened to me, you're probably going to be all set. If not, you're going to notice that the 49er prices of certain cards are going to be more expensive because people are really catching on. But again, I want to thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and you've learned something from it. There it is, the 50 Vernon Davis, and he's ready for action. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.